this morning. All the blessed people, all my viewers, kudos to you all. God bless you. As I bring another topic this morning, titled Early Sex and Marriage. Early sex and early marriage. I want to ask this question to our mothers, all the women hearing the sound of my voice this morning. I want to ask this question about early sex and the early marriage. Which one is better? We are Africans, the black race. We have a culture. We are not Europeans, because so many people are hiding under civilization and they abandon the cultures, our noble cultures that promote so many things that enhance the life of the young ones. And remember, the young years' lives are fragile. A girl child is a fragile. Unlike the male counterparts, every girl, every woman is fragile. In our culture, you see that our culture promotes early marriage for obvious reasons. Some of our young girls, some of our daughters, when men are coming to them for marriage from 20s and 23, 25, you'll be hearing the language, I am not ready now, I'm still in school, and I want to further my education. This is their language. After education, 30 years and above, they want to settle down. And by then, some is already late. Because all the suitors are no more. These people will be going different prayer houses, different congregation, different ministry. This is their number one prayer point. I need a husband. I want to settle down. And sometimes they settle with any man that comes around. It's not based on their choice, but any man that is ready. And sometimes they are finding it very hard to settle down for obvious reasons, because they will be looking for, one already made man, the best, because they have seen a lot. They have seen different men right from their secondary school days. The days are gone when children complete their secondary school without a man in their life. Some even multiple men in the secondary school days. So that is why I, as a major prophet, I encourage early marriage. From 18 years, 20 years, advise your daughters, advise your younger ones to accept any man that comes their way. The education can continue. School no dey finish you. If she want to acquire the highest degree on earth, the master, the PhD, and so many things, she can acquire them later. Because a girl is different from men. Men can marry even at 60 years. But women are not being programmed that method. Encourage your daughters for early marriage. Is more preferable than premarital sex, than early sex. Their eyes are open. These our children, they are very hot. Their blood they hot. Unlike in those days, when men approach young girls for friendship, they hardly look up. They be looking down because they are ashamed. But now they be looking at you eyeboy to eyeboy. That is the generation we find ourselves. This is the most wisest generation. So you must be up to date in order to control and take full charge over these children so that their destiny will be preserved. Don't wait until when they are very matured to make their own choice. No. In those days, parents make choice on behalf of children, even though that is not good. But encourage them to accept what is good. Encourage them. Earlier is better. Stop saying that, my daughter is just 23 years. My daughter is 25 years. I'm not ready for such a thing now. You don't want to listen to such. But do you know how many abortions that is going on? Do you know how many men are in your daughter's lives? Yes, you cannot encourage her to get married, but she's encouraging herself in different relationships. Do you know the consequences of going into relationships? 80% of relationships never work because of so many things that are there. Our children are being exposed in different lifestyles. The one that you cannot even imagine that your child may be into. They learn a lot in the school. They are being exposed by their corrupt friends in the school. Most of them go into school and become a lesbian. You may not even know that your daughter is a lesbian. Some of them are doing horrible things as the minister of the gospel. Many things come to my table. I listen a lot. I hear a lot. There's something that if I say here, it may look horrible. It may be that maybe I'm just formulating all those stories. But that is the reality. This jet age, they are on the high speed. Faster than you. More knowledgeable, more intellectual, more advanced than you. So encourage them earlier on. If a man is coming to them for marriage, as early as 18, encourage it. It's not bad. It's better to start early than late. Don't wait until you be, following, your daughter everywhere. Pushing her. You must get me a man this year. Giving her a matching order. Oh yeah, mate, I have finished childbearing. What are you still doing? And by so doing, you push them to wrong partners. So encourage them early. Because these children, they are more advanced. In those days, the knowledge is limited. But nowadays, because of internet, because of too much exposure, they are being exposed to so many things you never imagined. So, and I want to talk about early sex. It's very dangerous. Most of them are exposed to early sexual immorality. And that is why most of them are wired. They are so hot. Because when they expose on time by sexual immorality, by the time they grow 18, you see some of them, as early as 14 years, 12 years, they are deep into sex. You may not know. 18 years, some of them are already experts. They know all the sex pattern. The one that have not practiced, the one that have not come to your knowledge, they knows everything. So what are you waiting for? You are waiting for the time that are exhausted before you know that it's good for them to settle down. And by then, it will be 50-50. Some chances may not be there to get the best. So it's better to start early. As a good mothers, encourage your daughters. Encourage them, advise them, warn them to stay away from early sex. It's one of those things that destroy their future. It's one of those things that enemy have used to hinder most of their God's given potentials. But the moment they are engaged in these activities, their knowledge will be reduced. Their self-esteem will be taken away. We see a lot of infections, spiritual infections, spiritual virus, impediment will be the order of the day. As a servant of God, a man that has seen it all, I encourage you, watch over your words, watch over your children, especially our female daughters. They are golden eggs that must be preserved. Remember, a broken bottle has no megatarism. A broken bottle has no solution. There's a lot of things that is going on. Look inward. This is just a tip. I'm giving you a homework to look inward. Watch over your daughters as a woman. Watch over your daughters as a man. You have a responsibility, a big one for that matter. May God give you the grace to be on the high speed like them in order to meet up their responsibility. I love you. Remember to subscribe to our YouTube channel, Kingdom Life channel. God bless you. I remain your regular host. I love you.